Turning to the war in Ukraine, there is more reaction to President Zelensky's visit to the United States, this time from Russia. Speaking yesterday, President Putin downplayed the Patriot defense system that Washington is planning to supply to Ukraine. He says Russia wants to end the war soon. NBC News foreign correspondent Matt Bradley joins us now from Kyiv with the latest. Matt, good morning. So first of all, walk us through some of these comments from Putin. I mean, what does he make of this latest U.S. military aid package? And how serious is he about ending this war?
Yeah, Joe, I mean, this just vindicates, the whole visit just vindicates something that the Kremlin has been saying from the beginning of this war, which is that they're not really fighting against Ukraine. They're fighting against the whole West, all of NATO, and specifically the United States. So this is something that plays right into Russian propaganda and, you know, something that they've been saying. So it's not necessarily going to be anything new for the Kremlin, and especially something that they're going to be trotting out and have been trotting out to the public for quite a long time. Now, those comments about the Patriot missile system, that was the signature element of this aid package that went to the Ukrainians during Zelensky's visit. He said that the S-300 system that the Russians have is a better system. And he said that even if the U.S. uses its Patriot missiles, there will always be an antidote. Now, they also said that, you know, this was these comments that, as you mentioned, that Vladimir Putin is going to be negotiating with Russia or with Ukraine, and that all wars end with a negotiation. Now, this was laughed off in Washington, and John Kirby, who's the national security spokesman for the White House, he basically said that Putin has shown zero interest so far in any negotiations, and it's pretty clear that the Ukrainians are not going to be negotiating with an enemy who they consider to be treacherous from long before this latest invasion. Joe?
So, Matt, we've also seen the U.S. accuse North Korea of supplying weapons to a private Russian military group. What's going on here? What are all the sides saying about it?
Well, that's been denied by both the Wagner Group and by the North Koreans. It was agreed by the UK. The UK came out and said that their intelligence backs that up as well. But this isn't new in terms of North Korea's involvement. Russia has been going to North Korea in the past, trying to get new weapons. It just goes to show the desperation in Moscow for weapons and how effective these sanctions have been, that they would go to a country like North Korea, which has such an inferior military, to try to get additional armaments. But the fact is, the real news here is that they would be giving them not necessarily to the Russian government, but directly to the Wagner Group. And the Wagner Group is, you know, that's not the government. That's a private military firm run by Pirzugin, I'm going to butcher that name, who's a very close ally of Putin. And that private military outfit has tens of thousands of soldiers. They're the ones who have been doing a lot of the fighting on the front lines, particularly in Bakhmut, where Zelensky was earlier this week. Joe?
And Matt, very quickly here, Christmas 2 days away. What is the mood like right now in Ukraine?
We're just seeing a lot of people who really want to have a really nice Christmas here. And it's something that we're going to be seeing for the next couple of days. It's heartwarming to go around Kyiv and see all of the decorations up and seeing kids enjoying themselves. You know, it really is going to be, as Zelensky said, a Christmas that's cloaked in darkness because of the electrical power outages, because of the continued bombardment. It's sad, but it's bittersweet. Joe?
Incredible that we're seeing those lights and decorations when you consider where things were at the beginning of this year. Matt, thank you so much for your reporting. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.